In the Satara district of Maharashtra, there was an old village called Lodwadi. At the edge of the village stood a broken mansion, which people now feared even from a distance. It is said that two real brothers once lived here, Shivanand and Sadanand. After their father's death, both Shivanand and Sadanand carried the shadow of responsibility over them. Their father, Janardhan Desai, was counted among the village's old landlords. The villagers held him in great respect. Janardhan had been the village head, Sarpanch, twice, which earned him even more honor. He owned about 10 acres of fertile land, 2 wells, a mansion, and some old gold and silver jewelry, all of which he had preserved for generations. Before his death, Janardhan Desai divided everything equally between his 2 sons. But Sadanand did not accept this division. "What will I do with half the land? The whole village should be under my feet. Hard work alone will not give me this. Power must be seized," he thought. Shivanand, on the other hand, stayed calm and said, "Father divided everything as he should. Whatever comes from hard work is right." But that very day, the seed of jealousy was planted in Sadanand's heart. Shivanand was the elder brother, calm, honest, and hardworking, tending his fields and helping the villagers. Sadanand did not like any of this. He craved big things, money, power, and luxury. "All this hard work is useless, brother. The real game is about wealth and power, and it won't come to us without cunning," Sadanand would say. Shivanand would just smile and reply, "Whatever happens, let it happen through hard work. That is the right path." But this straight path angered Sadanand. Shivanand's wife, Sumedha, was a simple religious woman with 2 children, a son and a daughter. Their small family was full of love and peace. Meanwhile, Sadanand's wife, Manjari, was a sharp, ambitious woman who loved the city's glitz. They had no children, which often caused tension between them. After Janardhan Desai passed away, the villagers saw Shivanand as the continuation of his father's legacy. They called upon him in village meetings, involved him in temple affairs, and often regarded his opinion as final. This respect enraged Sadanand. "Everyone calls Shivanand Bhaiya, Shivanand Bhaiya. It's as if I don't even exist. Let's see who rises and who remains," he thought. Slowly, this jealousy turned into an obsession, giving birth to a dark intent. Sadanand decided to remove Shivanand so that all the property would be his, and the village would be forced to respect him. His greed led him down a path from which there was no return, the path of black occult power. Far from the village, deep in the forest, there was an old broken temple. It had no idols of God, but a Tantric named Baba Narsingh lived there. People called him Siddhi Baba. His practices were mysterious and dangerous, black magic that could give anything desired but at the cost of one's soul. One night Sadanand reached Baba Narsingh. The Baba seemed to have been expecting him. As soon as Sadanand stepped in, Baba looked at him and said, "Much is running in your mind. You wish to remove Shivanand, yes?" Sadanand was shocked. "How do you know?" he asked. "I know the thoughts of anyone who comes to me. But listen, this path is not easy. Black power demands body, blood, and time. Once started, it is hard to turn back. Think carefully," Baba warned. "I am ready. That brother should no longer live." "I want everything," Sadanand replied. Baba nodded. "Very well. But remember, when this magic is complete, I will tell you one thing that will save you from the consequences of this dark power. Forget it, and you will burn in this fire." 2 days later, it was the night of the full moon. Sadanand quietly left, taking with him Shivanand's hair, a sweat-soaked handkerchief, and soil from his fields. On the first night, Baba created a circle under a peepal tree in the forest, mixing goat blood with the soil from Shivanand's field. On the first night, Baba created a circle under a peepal tree in the forest, mixing goat blood with the soil from Shivanand's field. In the center, he placed the handkerchief and hair of Shivanand and began chanting mantras. On the second night, he chanted a killing mantra 21 times over Shivanand's name in the same place. With the remaining goat's blood, A black mark was placed on the circle as a target. On the third night, a mantra given by Baba was written on peepal leaves and burned, with the ashes flying through the circle all night. Sadanand had to remain silent during this entire process. On the fourth night, a crow was sacrificed. Its blood was used to mark a black sign on Sadanand's forehead, and the ritual of soul invocation was performed to direct a spirit toward the target. On the fifth and final night, a special ritual was conducted with yellow mustard, lemon, bone powder, and dried peepal bark. The smoke from this ritual empowered the spirit to enter the target's body. Sadanand completed each night's ritual without fear. After every night, his face and demeanor began to change, as if some energy was filling him. When the fifth night was over, Baba told him something crucial. Now you have received the power of Siddhi. Every full moon, you must light the lamp under the peepal tree and perform the Nagbali ritual. This is the bond between you and Siddhi. If you forget, it will take everything from you. Now you may go, but do not look back. Soon Shivanand fell ill. At night he would scream, dance involuntarily, and speak strange words. Someone is choking me. Someone is whispering in my ears. Sumedha tried everything, village healers, tantras, and even doctors, but nothing helped. The truth was that Sadanand's black magic was affecting him. Gradually, Shivanand lay bedridden, his face shriveled, eyes sunken, body reduced to a skeleton. One night, he took his last breath without uttering a word. As soon as his pyre was extinguished, Sadanand began taking legal steps to claim everything. He took over all the land, the mansion, and jewelry. Using bribes, he altered all wills in his favor. Everything was now his. He threw Sumedha and her children out of the mansion. "Your husband is gone. Leave this house with your children," he told them. Manjari never protested. She now considered herself queen. Sadanand roamed in his new car, wearing gold chains and enjoying the city life. He flaunted his power before the villagers, imposed his will in meetings, pressured small farmers, and even showed off in temple functions. He declared himself the true king of the village. Shivanand, the honest man, had only lived by the mercy of others. Sadanand ruled by power. Slowly, he drowned in luxury, alcohol, and vanity, forgetting the path he had taken. Full moons passed, but Sadanand neglected the ritual under the peepal tree. Baba Narsingh's warning was forgotten. The Siddhi was waiting for its due. Praying, then strange things began. Red handprints appeared on the walls, as if smeared with blood. Sadanand had a nightmare. Dust-filled fields, Shivanand's rotting corpse in the center, eyes sunken, mouth filled with black worms. A voice whispered, "Now you will pay the price for the soul you took." Terrified, Sadanand awoke drenched in sweat, scratch-like signs on his back. The temple priest was called and said, "You must perform the ritual under the peepal tree on Bama night. Your house feels strange because of this." But Sadanand laughed it off. "I performed the black magic. I control it. No need for rituals." One night at 2 a.m., he saw a dirty teacup and ashes on the table. The servants had fled, and the Siddhi fully awoke. That night the mansion echoed with screams. Manjari was pregnant in the hospital. Sadanand was alone. Doors slammed shut on their own, windows rattled, and lights flickered. He fell to the floor, his face pale with fear, shouting, "Forgive me, Shivanand Bhaiya, forgive me." But no one came. The house seemed to drown in darkness. Manjari gave birth, but due to blood loss, she died almost immediately. The newborn survived but was weak and helpless, passing away within 3 days. Sadanand was left utterly broken. Every wall of the mansion seemed to stare at him, every corner filled with Shivanand's shadow. He tried to drown his fear in alcohol and noise. Then one night the red marks appeared again. A voice echoed, "Where is the Nagbali lamp? You cannot forget me now." Frightened, Sadanand ran to Baba Narsingh. "Baba, save me. I made a mistake. I am ready to do anything. Just take it away from me," he pleaded. Baba, eyes closed, opened them slowly. "I warned you before you received Siddhi. It is not easy to handle. If you fail, it will not leave you." That night, Siddhi possessed him fully. His body trembled, doors shut by themselves, and shadows circled around. Gradually, it mentally weakened him, forcing him to plead for mercy. At midnight, a loud scream echoed. When villagers broke the doors the next morning, they found Sadanand's lifeless body, his neck hanging from a sari. Most terrifyingly, his face had turned bluish, eyes wide open, as if he wanted to say something but could not. Black ash was coming from his mouth, filling the room with a foul stench. At that very moment, deep in the forest, Baba Narsingh meditated at his hideout. He felt uneasy, opened his eyes and saw a blazing shadow. Sadanand's tormented soul engulfed in black flames. The seed you sowed has now borne fruit, and you alone shall taste its bitterness, Baba whispered, taking a deep breath. Siddhi has taken its due once again. Black magic grants power, but the price is the soul.